your.reg.nextdoor. I'm a doctor in Australia. Today we are covering topics that unfortunately does not get covered much in medical education. We are talking about money. I acknowledge that medical students come from all walks of life. Some have worked full-time before, have a background in finance, or may have grown up in a household that taught them to be very financially literate. If you're one of them, good on you. But whatever background you come from, there's a lot you don't need to think about whilst you're a student that you may suddenly need to think about as you start working as a junior doctor. In this video, I'm hoping to shed light on some of the important money things you should think, read up, and act on as a junior doctor. Some of this content will be relevant even for the general population and other healthcare workers. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. This video is for education purposes only, so please do your own research or talk to a qualified professional. Okay, please don't get overwhelmed. If you passed medical school, I know that your final exam syllabus looked 100 times more intimidating than this. You can do it. I'm calling this list the Start Pack because I think you should be thinking about these things early in your career. It's a syllabus of things I hope you go and read up on. It's your financial homework. You'll be doing yourselves a huge favor if you understand these topics before you start working. So many of my colleagues don't have this core knowledge, and it seems to become harder as we get even more time poor with work and training commitments. In part 1, I'll be covering the topics highlighted in green. The topics are also time-stamped. Debt sucks. It would be remiss not to mention debt, as it would have a huge impact on your financial circumstance. On the bright side, you make a decent income being a doctor, so you can start tackling that debt. It is also very important to understand your HECS repayment responsibilities. If you have HECS debt, pay attention to the items starred here. Understand what a repayment threshold is and how salary packaging will impact your HECS repayments. All of this information is available on the Australian Taxation Office website, or speak to your accountant. The word indemnity was not in my English vocabulary till I was a final year medical student. All I knew was that to become a doctor, I needed one. Actually, it is only mandatory for doctors who are in private practice, but believe me, most doctors in public hospitals have indemnity insurance. Just ask around. Medical indemnity insurance is basically your malpractice insurance, but they do more than that. For example, say you have to complete a police statement for a patient you saw in the emergency department. If you don't know what to include in the report or have any questions regarding it, you can call your indemnity insurance for advice. If a patient makes a complaint against you, you can call your indemnity insurance. If you're dealing with a difficult patient and you're not sure how to navigate the clinical interaction, that's right, you can call your indemnity insurance. Pretty cool, right? You will be bombarded with options and may have a difficult time making a decision. Hit pause to have a look at this slide. In short, know that you can always change your indemnity insurance if you're unhappy with the one you first signed up to or want to switch to a cheaper provider or for whatever other reason. Talking to the sales rep may help you narrow down which one will be a good fit for you. Finally, talk to the junior doctors you work with and their experience with their indemnity insurance. In my view, there are two main professional medical organizations that you may consider joining when you start your internship or early in your career. AMA, or the Australian Medical Association, is a large organization with representation in each state. They do a range of things and provide a range of services. You may have seen AMA representatives provide statements in the media. They do a lot of advocacy work. ASMOF is your union. They also have representation in each state. For example, if you have any issues with your contractor payslip, you will go to ASMOF. Needless to say, if you are not a member, you are not able to use their services. It is not mandatory to join these organizations, and you can join anytime during your career. If you need time to think about whether or not you want to join, don't feel pressured into joining. Think about it and join later. That's the end of part 1. How was it? I hope you found this useful. Check the description box below. I've included some links that you might find useful. Please like and subscribe. See you next time.